Can you see now, sir?
Yeah.
So this is the hosted version, like the links that we used to send you over emails.
Hmm.
Uh,
For everyone's
this,
benefit, can you just describe I mean, what are you trying to do overall? What is the project about?
Basically, like core stack has micro watershed details, right? So what we here we're trying to do is uh, get those details for separate villages, not actually for micro watersheds.
Hmm.
Like cropping intensity and one more thing was that.
Hmm.
Wait, I'll just show you, sir.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So basically, in the core stack, we have computed a lot of these statistics like cropping intensity and surface water availability and everything, and on micro watershed units. But what many partners want when they're working on the ground is on village units. So villages and micro watersheds have some intersection, but they're of course right different spatial units.
Yes.
So what the team here is doing is that they're trying to, on the fly, they're trying to compute right on village boundaries.
So this is the village boundary for how do you pronounce it? Kadimba Wari Palle. So I'm
Okay.
sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Uh, so if we come over here, we can actually compute it using the raster path. In the email I described you, raster was basically a more accurate way of computing, and vector is just faster.
Hmm. So what it does in this raster path is that it's right now, it invoked the CoStack API, got the location of the raster and is downloading the rasters.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. And the download is happening on the server side. And then
Uh, no, sir. The
uh,
download is happening on client side. All
on
the
the client
computation.
side.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So it's being downloaded in the browser, and then in the browser itself, you will do the computation. Okay, very
Yes.
nice.
So this is the like cropping intensity trends and seasonal surface water availability. This was the other thing.
Hmm.
And deforestation analysis.
Hmm.
So, so I can give you the overview of all the paths we are trying to do. So,
Hmm.
Saksham, can you please go to the home screen? So for each village, we are trying to do three path methods. So
Hmm.
for the first method is a raster-based high accuracy method, in which we are
Hmm.
trying to download all the rasters for the past several years from
Hmm.
2017 to till now, and we are doing pixel level analysis of each pixel level analysis of the village, and then we try to and then we mark like the like pixel 1 stand for
Hmm.
uh, wait a second then we are doing the pixel level analysis,
Hmm.
and in which class 8,
Hmm.
wait a second, sir, I have
Hmm.
created so so we are doing some like pixel like single hectare is equal to my some formula like class 8 pixels plus class 9 pixels into my like
Hmm.
pixel area hectares, and we are doing the computation for semis, double hectares and triple hectares, and then we are calculating the crop intensity, and using the formula for GCA, which is equal to my single times 1 plus my double times 2 plus my triple times 3, and we are calculating the NSA, and then we are calculating the intensity index also. And for the surface water, we are doing the same thing like for Kharif water hectare. We are using the class 2 pixels
Hmm.
multiplied by pixel area hectares. And for Rabi water, we are using the class 3 pixels, and for the perennial water, we are using class 4 pixels.
Hmm.
And this is our raster based path,
Hmm.
and the second path we are using is row vector MWS path, in which we are getting pre-computed MWS vectors from our core stack APIs,
Hmm.
and we are just taking overlap. We are doing the polygon intersection, and
Hmm.
then we do the weighted aggregation for each village and
Hmm.
show the properties. This happens like we get the data and do the all computation like
Hmm.
intersection, all intersection and all computation in the client side in the browser based, and we are
Cool.
doing also, and also we have a third more method. We can remove it also like in it, it is same as MWS path, just
Hmm.
it do all the computation on the server side.
Hmm. Hmm. Very
So
nice. Yeah. Yeah. Can we see the vector method also for the client on the
Yeah,
client
sir.
side? So over
so it
here, what API are you using? You're basically, how do you get the micro watersheds intersecting with this village?
we are calling your API to get the all the
Hmm.
vector like you have.
Hmm.
Let me check which what
Hmm.
is called vector. Like you have a seasonal MWS, annual
Hmm.
cropping MWS. So we are
Hmm.
using that. You are using that and doing the intersection with our polygon.
Okay, so you're getting the vector GeoJSONs into the browser, and then on those GeoJSONs you intersect with the village, and you get the,
Yes,
and then you do the weighted average. Okay, okay.
yes.
So,
We have
okay.
a
Hmm.
dedicated methodology page
Hmm.
linked here. Saksham, can you show?
Hmm. Okay,
So in which we
nice.
have,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
if you scroll down, we have shown all the formulas here.
Hmm.
Like here,
Hmm.
we are doing the polygon intersection and doing some computation to get from
Right.
MWS.
Great, great. Very nice. Cool. This is very good. Okay. And then on the server side, you mentioned that right now you've disabled it. But
No,
you can
no,
explain. Uh,
we have not disabled. Just
okay, okay.
the MWS vector and server is both are same. Just one
Hmm.
is server side totally and one is client side. So if you
uh,
want, we can disable it. Like
uh. No, no, I thought, no, but go ahead, go ahead. I mean, it'll be good to understand the trade-off. That in case somebody's client-side bandwidth is limited or their machine is limited, then they may want to prefer the server-side method.
okay, but
And
the
on the
Rust
server side, you do it in the same way, right? That the server is exposing a fast API interface, and
uh, in the in the
yeah.
server side, we are just doing like we are getting the MWS vector and then
Hmm.
just the intersection and do the weighted aggregation on the server.
Okay, okay. The GeoJSONs through the GeoJSONs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. ठीक है,
The the
ठीक है.
pic- the pixel level
Hmm.
analysis of a
Hmm.
raster path
Hmm.
is on doing on client side, totally on client
Hmm.
side.
Hmm.
We have not made to run it on server side.
Hmm. Cool. Very good. Um, great. Uh, Great. So yeah, so I mean, I'll of course go through it in detail. But yeah, this is very nice, and you should share the link, right, for the demo app that you have. You should share it with everyone, um, so people can also take a look and um, they
So
can
should I
give
share it in the
feedback.
chat?
You can share it in the chat, yeah, and but even
I'm
otherwise,
I'm
you
doing
can
it.
post it on the Google group also.
Okay.
Hmm. Nice. Yeah. Any feedback from other people? This is quite nice. It should solve a big ask from many partners that they wanted to get village level statistics, and we weren't able to get around to working on it.
Sir, can we use byte box library for voter?
Sorry, say that again. Didn't completely understand. Uh, we're not able to hear you. Pawan, were you asking? It wasn't your voice though. I don't know what the white box library is. Uh,
Sorry, write in the chat.
Sir, I'm going through a research paper, so I studied about a white box library. So then I asked to you.
okay. Yeah, no, I don't know actually about the library, but we can take a look. Okay, this is some Python package on geospatial data analysis. We'll take a look. I don't know about this.
Yes, sir. Yes,
This
sir.
is what you're talking about, right? This one. Hmm. Cool. Okay, great. Cool. So yeah, this was very nice. So other things that people want to talk about. Uh, I know Pavan from Vasan, you guys had some questions on patterns. Um, Anyone else who wants to discuss anything? Uh, we can plan the rest of the call accordingly.
So, sir, I want to ask about this problem, the problem statement, like first is problem statement is
Hmm.
solved or not.
Yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, it is definitely. Um, if you guys are up for putting some more effort, then we can suggest a few more things. Um, uh, uh, have you seen this application called? Uh, I'll show you. Story, Tessero story maps. Um, so this one actually, I don't know if they expose an API or not, but basically, you can they yeah on this page they have a couple of examples. Basically, it's a nice browsable tool that comes up, right? That you can keep scrolling, it zooms into different parts, and you can see all sorts of changes happening in the landscape. So I just had this thought that right. So we are tracking changes in cropping intensity, deforestation, and so on. So if a story map view were to be presented, then you can, right? So the map could zoom into some part where cropping intensity has increased, and over there it can show the graph, right? That this is what it looks like if cropping intensity is increasing. It could zoom into some other part where deforestation has happened and show that graph or statistics over there. So so yeah, I mean, but I'm sure you guys would have much better ideas. But this was one of the thoughts that can we show it in some data story kind of a manner rather than a dashboard. Yeah. Um, so if you, I mean, if you know you're interested and there's some other thoughts, then this could be something nice to try.
Sir,
Yes, sounds exciting.
when you say data story, you mean what exactly? I didn't understand.
Okay, let me see if I can find a couple more examples. Uh, Basically, data stories are where you want to present the information in a simple, easy to read manner. For okay, yeah, I found this. I'll share my screen also so that you get an idea. Um, uh, It's essentially from another way to think about it is from a data journalism standpoint, right? That if, I mean, a tool that could be helpful for journalists. So, like, this is the Akravati River Basin, just like we have micro watersheds and watersheds, right? This is like a larger unit. So, essentially, over here, they say, right, that this area, right, major tributary of the Kaveri, some statistics of how far it is from different areas, right? Then they're showing what parts of the river are highly polluted, right? Then what is the land use like? Yeah, that these are built up areas, right? Land use in 2000 and then changes to land use in 2020, right? So basically we have exactly the same kind of maps, right? Land use, land cover, yeah. Then as surface water runs dry, right? Now this is a part of Bangalore, how groundwater has changed over the years. Yeah. Then you zoom into some part about the Nandi Hills and uh, bore wells and stuff coming up over here, right? Wetlands are in poor health and so on. So, yeah, so there could be, yeah, I mean, this could basically be, we could think of a template of this sort, right, for a data story. Um, Maybe we can have different types of templates. So a template for areas which are seeing some groundwater stress, another template for areas which are seeing some deforestation, and it could be presented in a easy to browse kind of a manner rather than a dashboard. It just becomes more attractive to people. Yeah,
Okay. Yes, sir, I understand.
yeah.
So, I mean, by next week, we'll get to you with some designs about it.
Awesome.
Also, sir,
Awesome.
our professor like suggested that we should speak with some of the researchers who
Hmm.
will actually be using this platform so that we can
Hmm.
better understand what they need. Do you think
Sure.
that can be arranged?
Yeah, yeah, that can be arranged. So we can connect with a couple of our NGO partners who will actually be the main users of this tool. So we can arrange that. I'll try to set that up.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, great. Uh, yeah, Sanket is here. So Sanket, you want to go first, or anyone who's Pawan, if you guys are in a hurry, do you want to discuss something first? Okay,
I
let's
think
go ahead.
I think it's our vote from this.
Okay, okay, okay. ठीक है. Yeah, go ahead, Sanket. Sanket, we can't hear you though. If you're speaking, we can see the screen.
Hello, hello. Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So presently, I was working on a dashboard which which tried to explain about tur dal production. I was trying to extend from tehsil level to district level. So I can present my initial finding for one district, Ahilyanagar district.
Hmm.
So I will share my screen. Yes. Is my screen visible?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. So I haven't created a dashboard yet, but I just want to explore one district. So
Hmm.
initially I got the data from core stack level. So Shiv from your team presently helped me to understand how to crop at district level layers. So
Hmm.
this data I got from statistics website. So here we can see that the tour area contribution, tour production and tour yield. Over a period of time since 2018-19, it spiked up over a period of time, right? So same we can
Hmm.
see the Moogdar productions also, right? So all of this we can try to relate it with a spatial analysis at a district level. So Niti Aayog recently published the document uh, on strategies and pathway uh, for accelerating growth in pulses toward goal of Atmanirbharta Bharat. So Tur, Moog and Urad Dal is one of those they're trying to target to increase the production over next 5-year plan. So my target is it possible to at least try to trace those crop production in those few district level analysis. So for that, we can see that the Ahilyanagar district from Maharashtra presently ended in low area and low yield production crop. So we can try to trace that using all of these
Hmm.
crops. So I tried to
Hmm.
the core stack layer and try to uh, plot a hotspot, a high density hotspot. So we can see that most of these regions are far away from agricultural mandi. So how they can reach here, what is the distance? We can also try to understand and perform that level analysis also. So I tried to set one criteria. If the pixel density is greater than 8500, and we can try to understand the hotspots cluster. Let's say these area, most of these are from orange to red color. So we can consider these as a hotspot. So if I try to quantify and try to calculate how many hotspots are there in Ahilya districts in year 2017-18, Urad dal, Moog dal, and Tur dal, these are predominantly a kharif crops. Hence, I tried to plot this kharif layer. So I spotted there are around 148 hotspots from which this production uh, maybe happening. So how far away these production hotspots from the Mandi level? So it can be accessible to uh, population from that district or all of those things. Also, I tried to plot water areas also, some of the dams and river. We can also understand whether these hotspots are far away from those water sources or near to water sources. So most of the southern part we can see that those are far away from water sources. So we can also try to plot the roadways, whether those are accessible through road or not, etc. So I tried to again plot the build-up area to segregate it from hotspot area or at least from all of those areas. So in core stack layer, there is a documentation. So we can separate all those things. So class 1 and class 7 represent a build-up area and barren lines. So we can see that these layers are clearly separated and all these are roadways. This is the predominantly main district and market yard is located here. So I tried to figure it out using 148 cluster. Is it possible to trace them? How far away are those from market yard? So I tried to trace them. So we can also zoom it. So I use a hexabin method to trace the density of this hotspot. So if we try to plot a simple histogram, so you can see there are 148 hotspots, number of hotspots cluster, and distance to nearest market. So mean distance in Nagar from market is around 58.7 kilometers.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's why I plotted this red line. Now, my next question will be which one are those hotspots which are near to market mandi area so it can distribute those tour dal across general population. Yeah. So if we can also in Python it is also possible to trace the hotspot. So in this radius we can see these are within those which are in green color are within around 20 to 30 kilometer. As the color goes darker and darker, the red color are these are far away clusters, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah. So yes, I'm still in exploratory
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, to present those things. I'm still thinking about how I move ahead.
Hmm.
Right. Yeah, so, but
Great.
these are my initial one district finding. I tried to in my future plan. I will try to apply those at Maharashtra all district level.
Very nice. Very nice. I had a couple of questions. The other people, anyone who wants to ask anything?
Um, yeah, so Sanket, I had one small question. I just wanted to ask you, have you checked this analysis and compared it with in the mail you mentioned that you are selecting one of the APMCs instead of other APMCs. This APMC is supposed to be largest one. So I was thinking ki, if suppose we were considering other APMCs also that were in the list, does that change anything in terms of like where the you plotted against Kharif crop? So is there any more correlation when we use all these APMCs compared to one APMCs? One APMC seems like at the center of city somewhere and not well located. I am not sure कि वो एपीएमसी वहाँ पे है, आई मीन सिटी का सेंटर है, होनी भी चाहिए, बट इफ वी कैन एक्सट्रैक्ट एनी मोर इंफॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग लाइक कि एपीएमसी कहाँ पर हो सकती है बेस्ड ऑन दिस और समथिंग लाइक कि एपीएमसी को हटाने से क्या चेंज होता है, वो कुछ एनालिसिस से निकल सकती है?
Yes, so previously in my previous dashboard, I tried to focus on at the SL level. So in that case, the approach of using every single APMC from Tehsil was right. But as I move ahead, we can see that the clarity of picture get fainted if I try to include every single APMC. And not every single APMC is presently working. Most of the offices are closed down. We are not sure even exactly where those are located. I was also trying to analyze more about the data set you have shared. So the APMC data set that you shared that mostly graph or data fetch from pin code level. So I think if I try to use every single APMC, so the result will get more diluted. And most of the time, what happened ki APMC get close, and most of the farmer try to reach major APMC or market yard located in district and try to trade their all goods from that APMC. So at macro level, I think using that one major APMC will be the right decision because we don't know exact location of every single APMC in Tehsil. If we possible if it's possible in future to get that exact location, then I think it will be the great idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think maybe residential versus there
So
are
what
some LULCs which show
so
residential areas versus like market areas or corporate area something? Maybe we can try some time
Yes,
later something
yes.
along those
So
lines.
let's say in a single tehsil where APMC is not located, so farmers or agriculture, those people who deal in vegetables and crop, they try to bring those foods and try to sell in private, let's say,
Yeah, yeah.
private commercial block or etc. We don't know exactly in each tehsil where they are located. So using wrong tehsil or APMC address using pin code will mislead the results. Hence, I
Yeah.
try to use those APMC latitudes and longitude coordinates, which I know definitely. Yes, these are there are the markets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So
thank you,
the
Sanket.
major challenge is to trace those markets. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah. So, hi Sanket, how have you computed these Kharif clusters?
Uh, I use the hexagon method. These are the density plots in Python.
So, what data did you use for it?
I use a core stack layer, LULC layer, 2017-18,
Okay. Okay.
and
So, so if it gave you like Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid crop, right? So,
yes.
single,
So
double
my
crop, and triple crop.
yes. So my point is to trace their annual yield production over the period of time.
Okay.
Yes. So
So,
from
so
that point
that
of objective, I am trying to build it. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So
So
that Kharif cluster, what does that mean actually?
Urad, Moog, and Tur Dal are predominantly which belong to Kharif crop. So my try to so I'm trying to measure it whether exactly these hotspots locations, dense locations are located, right? So we can measure its annual yield or crop production using all those things.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So in economics, we usually say that we try to keep other things constant and try to derive the uh, yeah meaningful from existing variable. Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, Sangeet, I also had a couple of questions. So one on the intensity, right? So within the hexagon, the intensity is you're calculating it as a number of pixels in that hexagon
Yes,
belonging to a particular class, right?
yes,
Right. So actually, what maybe if you could just divide it by the area of the hexagon. I mean, if you can express it in terms of hectares, then it might become easier to understand.
yes. I will
All
try
right.
to.
Actually, not even that, right? Basically, if you can just divide it by the total number of pixels in the hexagon, then essentially you are saying, you are expressing it as a percentage area, right? Which is in that class.
Yes, yes. I will try to do that.
Okay. Acha, then actually wanted to confirm the understanding. So in core stack, the crop classes that we have, right? There
Yes,
are three classes, single crop, there are four classes actually. Single kharif, single non-kharif, double and triple.
yes,
Yeah. So what single kharif actually means is that there is only one kharif cropping which is happening in the whole year.
yes,
There is no rabi crop that is grown.
yeah,
Right? Double cropping means that there is cropping happening in Kharif and in Rabi,
yes,
two crops a year, and triple cropping means that it's happening in Kharif and Rabi and also in the summers,
yes,
right? And single non-Kharif is like a rare class, but that is typically we see it along water areas that get waterlogged during the monsoons. That basically during the monsoon there was no cropping as such, but after the waters receded, then there is a crop that people have.
yes. Around a seasonal cropping.
Seasonal, right,
Yes,
right. So now when you are trying to look at tur dal particularly,
yes,
Because we don't have crop classification as yet in the LULC. So I'm not sure matlab, if you can relate it to Tur Dal particularly, because all that the data, the LULC data is saying is whether which areas are more intensely cropped, right? That there's three crops happening, or which areas are double cropped or triple cropped, right? So
Yes.
when you're looking at Kharif, you're seeing areas which are not cropped a lot. And that makes sense because they are mostly far away from mandis. They are also far away from water sources. So that's what you're seeing.
Yes.
Yeah, that these are areas which are only cropped once a year, right?
Yes.
But how do you relate that to tur dal is not clear.
Yes. So tur dal, moong dal. So all of these dals are predominantly kharif crops. So
Hmm.
through that, I'm trying to relating. So
Huh.
in that season, and those crops are single kharif crop. So they must be grown on those hotspots.
Mm, Malab, it's not very clear, right? See, because they could even be grown in double cropped areas, right?
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
But yeah, you can probably say that um, uh, tur dal cropping is increasing,
Yes.
and it is possible that some of this increase is coming from single kharif areas.
Yes. Yes. That's what's my point.
Huh. Okay. Although I mean, I think it may be not so easy to argue. Um, uh, right, because I mean, it's also possible that the increase could be happening from any area, right? It could be happening from a double crop or triple crop area as well. Unless, there is some kind of a literature or something which suggests that areas which are double cropped don't normally grow tur dal, they grow
Yes.
onions or something like that.
Right.
Um, right? So areas which are single cropped, they normally fall back to pulses.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the
So,
literature study must be done. So I will
huh,
take a look at it.
So it may need to be supported with some secondary literature.
Yes.
Great, great. No, this sounds fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm
Cool.
still at exploratory state. So I
Yeah,
did with one district.
yeah, cool.
So such kind of discussion must happen. So we can move ahead.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Great. So does anyone else want to discuss anything? And I also see Tara over here. Good to see you, Tara. Uh,
Hi, hi. Yeah, nice to be here. I mean, yeah, I've been meaning to jump on the call and never happened. So I'm glad that I've been postponing it for a long time. So I'm glad the stars aligned and I was able to jump on.
Great.
Yeah, interested to see either the vision of core stack and what you're trying to do really resonates. So I just wanted to at least stay connected, if
Yeah,
not actively contribute. So yeah,
great,
nice to
great.
be here.
No, that's great. Yeah. So Tara actually participated in a hackathon some years back, and then that led to some very nice ideas that some of our students have been working on. So cool. Okay, does anyone else want to discuss anything? Okay. Um, ठीक है तो so in that case we can close for today. Yeah. Um, and yeah, then we'll see you guys next week. Yeah. Okay then.